Alrighty everyone, what is up and welcome to Fortnite Battle Royale. So I'm going to just start off and say that for the people who don't want to watch the rest of the video, who just want the too long didn't watch version, whether or not they should try this game or just leave it alone, in my personal opinion, I have to say that Fortnite Battle Royale is a pretty good time. It's definitely worth a try, definitely a couple of hours of good fun, and I would say with a bit of tweaking in the future, it can definitely become a very good game. As it is right now, there is quite a lot of problems with balancing and performance and, well, just all the general stuff that you would think of when it comes to a completely new game. But in this particular case, I would say what they have already is pretty freaking solid. And for the people who are, once again, wondering whether they should try the game or not, I would definitely say yes. I don't feel like you'll be wasting your time if you play the game for a couple of hours. In fact, I feel like you're gonna enjoy the game quite a lot, especially if you are able to play with your friends, because if you are playing with your friends, well, the experience for this particular Battle Royale game just gets 10 times better. With that said, it's time to talk about the game's fault, because like every game, no game is perfect, and Fortnite is no different. Before I mention you're gonna get a couple of hours of fun while playing Fortnite, and I really do mean that. A couple of hours is probably all you're really gonna get, because there isn't a lot of content here, and there also is not a lot of depth. Basically, I understand that it is a new game mode, and as a result there isn't that much to it. They are going to be patching more stuff into it later on, but as it is right now, a couple of matches is probably all you're going to play before you go off and do something else. And considering the fact that I am making a review of the game right now as it is, that is important to mention. With that said, let's actually move on to performance. Performance is meh. Okay, I'll go into a little bit more detail since that's obviously not enough, but basically it means that performance is below average. If you're thinking that it means it's average, no, that's not what it means. It means it's below average. Unfortunately, at the current moment, dealing with Fortnite can be frustrating sometimes because of the performance issues. It doesn't make the game unplayable, but it can make the game very annoying to deal with. For example, one of the problems that I usually run into is the fact that sometimes the people that I'm shooting at have their hitboxes disappear on me, meaning while it looks like I'm shooting them, the server thinks that they're not actually taking any shots. For example,
You serious?
So yeah, that doesn't really make much sense to me. Of course, there's also delayed kills. And then one of the more mysterious problems that I have with this game, although whether or not it's a problem is really up to you, is when I get a kill even though I haven't shot anyone for 5 minutes.
You serious?
It makes absolutely no sense at all, and I really wonder just what the hell is going on sometimes when I play this game. Anyway, with that said, let's actually talk about the game. Gameplay, that is. In this particular aspect, Fortnite is actually quite different from other Battle Royale games, and the fact that you can build structures. And that's about it actually, so it's really not all that different, never mind. But yeah, in Fortnite you're able to build walls, stairs, etc. and it actually plays a huge part in your survival when it comes to other players attacking you. Being able to build walls and stairs to your advantage means that you can take the higher up or protect yourself from bullets, etc. And players that don't take advantage of being able to build stuff in this particular game mode means that they have a higher chance of dying. The fun thing about Fortnite Battle Royale is the fact that no cover is completely safe. Most of the stuff in this particular game mode is destructible, which means if you shoot it long enough, it's gonna blow up and whoever's standing behind it is gonna have a very hard time dodging bullets. And it actually makes this game quite fun because, well, you have to think about whether you want to use your bullets to shoot up the cover that these guys are hiding behind, or you want to save up those bullets and use something else to try to get advantage. For example, maybe building upstairs to heaven in order to shoot down below on your demons. But, well, unfortunately, there's something else here that kind of ruins the fun, and that is the weapons. Basically, there are tiers in this game, just like every other game. However, the advantages and disadvantages of each weapon is a lot more clear in this game, which is kind of a bad thing because it means there are certain weapons that I will always avoid whenever I get the chance to. For example, shotguns and pistols are pretty bad. They're not that great, and as a result, my recommendation is to not use them unless you have to. Also, SMGs are completely trash, and I can easily show you why. Rifle, snipers, and RPGs are pretty much god weapons in this game. Not to mention, if you throw in a blue shield potion, well, you're already pretty much on your way for that victory. And here's the thing, I'm not asking for SMGs to match rifles in the realms of damage or range. I'm not asking for shotguns to match snipers, although that is kind of funny considering there is a sniper shotgun in the PvE mode. I actually really hope that they don't add it into the PvP mode, because if they do, that thing is just going to be completely broken. But here's the thing, what I'm asking for is for weapons to be viable. Having to empty an entire magazine from my SMG in order to take down an opponent where it would only have took 3 shots or 4 shots with my rifle seems kind of insane in terms of the damage that I'm dealing. It doesn't seem to match up. And not to mention, seeing everyone use rifles or snipers, it does kind of make the matchups boring because you don't see people making rushes with SMGs, you don't see people taking risks with shotguns, and you basically see everyone playing the exact same way. As it is right now, most of the variety comes from how you built your structures. And also how you use your traps, if you happen to get any. There are traps in this game, surprisingly enough, even though I barely use them. But I would like to actually see some people build structures more around using a shotgun or using a sniper, because from what I've seen so far, most of the time what people do is build a wall and then try to snipe people at a distance with their sniper. It's just... it's obviously the safe way to play, but it's also the more boring way to play, in my personal opinion, considering it's not as exciting. So, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And once again, if you're wondering about this try or cry video, it's a bit different considering it's a game that I have actually reviewed already in the past. In my personal opinion, as I said, this is a game that's worth trying. But we're gonna see whether or not it's worth continuing to play the game unless they add more content and unless they start balancing stuff to make stuff more interesting. With that said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and as always, remember to be considerate and exit through the back door.